Hello, dear friends. A lot is happening around the world, and a lot of cleanup is on the way, according to Mark Cedar. Opinion piece. Major solar storm. A very special moment. Activation of human potential. July is a month of opportunities. The era of the Great Brain ends. Cosmic awakening towards future. Significant political changes expected. Let's start. A powerful G3 geomagnetic storm is underway as Earth passes through the aftermath of a coronal mass ejection that struck on July 3rd. Observers are reporting auroras, some blending with 4th of July fireworks. According to Michael Bradbury, multiple coronal mass ejections are expected to begin arriving on Earth, leading to a period of intense space weather activity this weekend. Under the right conditions, the impacts could include increased geomagnetic activity, auroras reaching higher latitudes than usual, and minor disruptions to radio, communications, GPS, and satellites. Blackout sequence initiated. The bad guys are disconnected, according to Patrick Da Costa. You were told a solar flare was affecting communication networks. The coalition just located and disconnected the last remaining old surveillance satellites over the Pacific. Now the old eyes of the dark side are blind. Look at the flight tracking maps right now. High security planes are in the air for a reason. They aren't preparing for war. They are managing the new global internet network, node by node. The old world has just lost its signal. When the screens go dark, the darkness isn't the end. It's the only way to eliminate the virus. The switch is cold. The new frequency is active. We are living through a very special time, according to Proletario. Remote viewing data and psychic perception suggest a unique moment of energetic shift and heightened awareness, as corroborated by various spiritual and scientific sources. These sources confirm the orchestrated lifting of dimensional veils, the activation of repressed human potential, and a coordinated spiritual response to long-established control systems, with specific energy nodes now becoming destabilized. July. Isabella's tarot predicts more heat waves, volcanic eruptions, and earthquakes for July, fighter jets in the sky, and the resignation of European leaders. According to Ismael Perez, humanity is entering a period of inner transformation, as many people seek emotional balance, mental clarity, and a deeper connection. July is a month of opportunities, according to Diana Cooper. Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune are causing a shift in humanity's consciousness, and the impact of this should be felt in August. Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, and it's a repetition. The Pleiadians speak of an acceleration in our lives, according to Christine Day. But they say to prepare for greater intensity during the next month. So we must continue to let go of the reins and trust in the flow no matter what. Now is humanity's time, according to Daniel's Quantum. What happens this month is affecting the rest of the year. You will feel lighter. You will have a lighter appearance and exude that light, radiating it for everyone to benefit from. All you have to do is to stay grounded, hydrated, as present in the moment as possible, and as open as possible. Disclosure operation. According to Patrick Da Costa, a global financial restructuring involving debt cancellation and the integration of a new asset-backed monetary system has been completed, and significant political and technological changes are expected in the near future. The Starlink quantum network has achieved full coverage. The temporary loss of connectivity is part of a transition to a new global internet infrastructure for the strategic elimination of legacy systems rather than a sign of collapse. According to the Storm Rider, Lieutenant Colonel Tulsi Gabbard inspected a rebuilt CERN facility to reassert control and record operations related to advanced particles capable of facilitating time and interdimensional travel, healing and other uses connected to existing jump rooms and lunar bases. They are preparing for a major disclosure about particles and how they can jump through time dimensions and create different plasma fields. Financial revolution. A new financial era dawns as we witness the final stage of a profound historical shift with the dismantling of the central banking system. Alex Collier shares reflections on a financial revolution, highlighting systemic exploitation through birth certificate-linked bonds. In his view, GSRA seeks debt restructuring, signaling a shift in currency banking practices toward more equitable systems. Collier explains the origin of personal debt. Each individual is assigned a financial value at birth. When a birth certificate is issued, it serves as the basis for a bond traded of international financial markets. Essentially, you are being used as collateral without your informed consent. This hidden mechanism allows banks to double earn. They profit from the link to your identity and, at the same time, collect the usual interest on your loans. This double extraction process creates a perpetual cycle of debt, functioning as a modern form of financial slavery. The goal is a complete financial restructuring. This includes the forgiveness of debts that have already been paid off multiple times through the banking cartel's double indebtedness mechanisms. By transitioning to asset-backed currencies, the world could move toward a fair, transparent, and sovereign economy. According to Collier, the chaos we see in politics, the economy, and the media is strategic destruction, a last-ditch defensive maneuver designed to sow confusion while their power structure collapses. Despite their attempts to delay the unavoidable, their options are very limited, and the transition to a new financial era continues. White hats. Representative Eric Burlison revealed the identities of some ethical activists. He spoke of interaction with intelligence individuals connected to extraterrestrial affairs, suggesting that these figures could be divine messengers rather than demonic forces. These are the White Hats. Burleson claims to have had contact with secretive individuals connected to special forces and military intelligence who are trying to help him. He believes they are involved with the extraterrestrial issue at a very high level. In his view, most of the time when people receive a message, it doesn't come from a falling angel, but from a divine messenger. It is worth remembering that the Bible states that angels travel in flying ships and that dark forces have non-physical astral form. Kabamur suggests that angels are beings like the Pleiadians, who use spaceships to interact with humans. The term angels means messenger and could be applied to any being that interacts with humans. The Bible describes messengers using flying ships that ancient humans could only compare to objects they knew, such as clouds, wheels, or chariots of fire. Those angels who walk among us performing miracles are actually Pleiadians and members of the Coalition of Wealth. The main reason we cannot yet have a complete revelation is because many religious people have been deceived about angels and choose to see only darkness. Apocalypse. The era of the Great Dream has ended, according to Celia Wilder. You live in the hour of ultimate revelation, a moment that not only unravels the dense tapestry of the material world, but tears it apart completely. This is the apocalypse in its literal sense, not the destruction of the physical world, but the unveiling of that which has remained hidden for eons. This revelation is a cosmic correction. When we see world institutions crumble under the weight of their own corruption, we witness the depletion of that archon energy. They can no longer sustain the illusion because the human spirit is beginning to remember its true origin. We observe the agony of this system in its frantic attempt to censor information and control the flow of data. As decentralized and voice technologies emerge, independent entities attempt to consolidate their control through the archetype of the Antichrist, the promise of a digital utopia that demands the complete surrender of sovereignty. As revelation intensifies, the controllers will attempt a reversal of truth. They will call light darkness, and darkness light. They will present the liberation of the human mind as chaos, and their own control as order. This was foretold in the Hermetic text long ago. The revelation of truth is only painful for those who cling to lies. For the seeker of Gnosis, the collapse of the archon institutions is cause for celebration. Reset News. Society is about to witness a very complex project, many years in the making, which is necessary for freedom to survive worldwide, according to Judy Pinkton. Health Secretary RFK Jr. has terminated all contracts with Bill Gates' companies, according to Julian Assange. The final stage of the transition to the new financial system is complete with the release of liquidity. People will have access to their revalued currency and debt relief programs. A new era of freedom begins. The system is moving at an unprecedented speed, and historic transactions have already been confirmed in Hong Kong, London, and Dubai. This is the moment we have been waiting for. A large-scale transition to the gold-backed financial system is irreversible. Markets are panicking. The old fiat system is collapsing. Several major banks are experiencing liquidity shortages as large transfers are redirected to the new system. Internal sources at the IMF confirm urgent closed-door meetings. They are aware that they are losing control. Fraudulent systems are over. The new QFS voting system guarantees that fraud is impossible. GISARA ends the constant surveillance of your finances. No more government control over your money. It's yours and yours alone. Humanitarian projects will be launched, with funds that will transform lives around the world. This goes beyond survival. It's about abundance for all. Past injustices will be righted, with restitution for unconstitutional acts or unjust debts. This isn't just a policy. It's a global reset that will destroy the old order and return power to the people. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.